Three, two, one. Here we have Tom Flynn and Kevin Bonavia, parliamentary candidates for Southend West and Rochford and Southend East, in discussion about the Prime Minister's speech just delivered to conference.
Right, Tom, I'm pretty roused and ready to go. There was lots of meat there for us to take out to the voters. What do you think in particular has got you going?
I think there's two things I'm particularly excited about today in terms of one in particular for Southend West, which is the announcement of social care. What we've heard today is Gordon putting out older people and pensioners in a position where they can be guaranteed dignity in retirement. I think that's a significant move, and I'm very happy that he's said that. And on a personal level, I'm very happy to hear that we've secured a commitment to a referendum on electoral reform, something I'm very passionate about personally. But what about yourself?
Well, for me, it's younger people, I think, because out on the streets of Southend the last few months in particular, I've come across a lot of people, young people themselves, but also their parents, really worried about their futures and what kind of work they're going to go into when they leave school. And yes, we're facing a world recession at the moment, and we're coming out of that very quickly, but we need to secure their futures, and the government's recognised that. It's said today that we're going to be putting in 10,000 new internships that's going to be supported by the Federation of Small Businesses. That's good for our businesses in Southend. It's also good for the future of our young people in Southend, and that's going to happen pretty quickly, and I'm going to find out more about that and let our people know how it's going to affect them.
Of course, we also heard in terms of small business the announcement of 1 billion today for investment in small business at a time when our economy needs to be boosted. I mean, I personally see this as yet another example of Gordon leading the way in the world on fiscal stimulus and on getting us out of this recession by investing in jobs, in making sure that people get to the dignity of work and that they don't have to feel that there's nothing out there for them. I totally agree with you on the young people thing. It's fantastic, absolutely brilliant to hear that.
And more to the point, we're a few months before general election, and I think what we saw today was a choice that faces people of Southend and, in my case, Rochford as well. We've had in the last 12 months some tough choices to be made. Gordon and Alistair helped persuade the rest of the world that what we needed was fiscal stimulus and recapitalisation of the banks. The Tories were the only major party in the whole world who actually said we should do nothing, going back to the old Thatcherite economics of let the market decide. They've been shown that's wrong, and that's a poor call of judgment. And good government's about judgment. It's about making decisions about things that we don't even know are going to happen yet.
What worries me is, we've seen a lot of the old-style Conservatives coming to the forefront in recent weeks, using the economic crisis as an excuse for their hidden agenda of massive cuts in public spending. And we've seen, for example, David Cameron, as you know, worked for the last administration. I think back at this time, in a time when unemployment is rising, to Norman Lamont saying that unemployment is a price worth paying. And I just think that that's the difference. The fundamental difference between us and them is that we believe that spending in order to create jobs, to stimulate the economy and so on, is absolutely crucial, and no one under Labour will ever hear the words that them being out of work is a price worth paying, because we just simply don't believe that.
So yeah, it's a real tough choice, but it's a clear choice for our people in our areas, and I can't wait to go out there and see what people think, see about the other things that were mentioned today, tell people about those, and also find out about other issues that people want us to fight to make sure that are in our programme for the next 4 to 5 years.
Thank you very much, gentlemen.